Well, Michael van Gerwen Price and Mensur Suljovic safely through to tonight's quarter-finals. But you'll be hard-pressed to choose before this match which one of this pair will make it through, because two informed throwers, James Wade, who picked up a couple of titles on the telly at the back end of last year and reached a final at the Masters early in this, against Dave Chisnall, who has already won 2 titles in 2019. Fantastic last 16 showdown, and Mervyn King has departed the commentary box and royalty has been replaced by Riff Raff. Good afternoon, Dan.
Good afternoon. European champion James Wade on the stage. 2 major titles currently held by the machine. Finalist in the Masters this year. Won a couple of Euro Tour titles as well. All Euro Tour winners left in this half of the draw, of course. MVG, Mensur Suljovic, Gerwen Price, and these 2.
First leg, Dave to throw first. Game on.
But having acknowledged what a great of the game James Wade is, how many matches do you think Wade has won against Chizzy in their last 7?
Well, it's not going to be many, is it? The fact that you're asking the question. I'm going to say, and I've not looked because I don't do as much research as you do.
140.
Well, not the same research. I should have said that, shouldn't I? 1?
None. 1 draw. An astonishing run of results for Dave Chisnall. Because when you look at the head-to-head stats, it is very even. But that's only because Chizzy has been regularly beating James Wade over the last 2 or 3 years, including at this tournament 2 years ago, where Chizzy won 6-2.
Yeah, twice already. In 2019, and twice already. 180 scored by Chisnall, and now James Wade tries to get in on the axe. Leaves himself a very James Wade finish in a leg. We've seen Chizzy produce the goods. He gets a dart double. Is he about to be waded?
He may be. Double 17 and ball to commence wading.
96.
Not quite.
Dave requires 32.
Well, 7 consecutive darts in the treble 20 has put Chizzy in this position. But it's been followed by 4 consecutive darts, missing the doubles that he wanted.
Scoring for show. Doubles for dough. It's James Wade cashing in on the misses by Chisnall.
Second leg, James to throw first. Game.
Break of throw in the opening leg for Wadey. In fact, the last time that he did beat Chizzy, got to go way back to the last European Tour 59. That he won, which was the European Match Play in Hamburg back in the summer of 2016. That, in fact, was the last title of any sort that he'd won until he went and claimed the European Championship and then the World Series of Darts finals in quick succession.
Seems to be back to his best. James Wade, that dart bounce back. I denied him the best score possible, but yeah, reached a final at the Masters, beaten Michael van Gerwen in the Premier League.
Demolished Daryl Gurney 7-0 in the Premier League, with the best average we've seen in the tournament so far, 110 almost.
140.
Yeah, he seems to be in his happy place. James Wade, he's brought his family along with him this weekend as well. His wife Sammy and
60.
Young son Arthur.
Well, not the score he was after, but he does leave himself a 2-dart checkout. And he is going to get a go at that 97.
59.
As he leaves the 102 that he had in the first leg. Sorry, 104 he's left. But it may not matter, because Wade on double 10 Isley.
Start to the second leg, James Wade. The leg debut to throw first. Game on.
Well, those two titles at the end of last year took Wade's TV tally to 9. But it's 10 years now since James Wade won the Premier League. But he bookend that with another title at the O2 come the end of the season. He's certainly going to be in contention.
41.
And he is one of the most consistent players in the tournament this year. He is regularly averaging around about that ton mark.
100.
And indeed, over the course of this year on the Pro Tour, he's in the top 10 in the averages list. So typically averaging just shy of 97, and that's over more than 20 games.
Have we got a matchup here between the best player never to win the World Championship and the best player never to win on the telly?
I think you can make a case for it, certainly.
Certainly of the current breed.
Yeah, you certainly make a case. Neither will I rule out these two excluding themselves from those categories in the coming years.
Chizzy will have more darts at double.
100.
He's already squandered 4.
Does tend to like that double 18 though, doesn't he, Chiz? Loves it. Off the mark and on the board.
This completes the top half of the draw for the quarterfinals tonight. As I mentioned, the winner taking on Mensah Suljovic. The bottom half gets underway with Justin Pipe against Darren Webster next. Then it's Rob Cross against Johnny Clayton, Dimitri Vandenberg versus Daryl Gurney, and Peter Wright taking on Ross Smith.
99.
Yeah, we've seen one of the 4 seeded players in action. Krzysztof Ratajski beaten. Down to the other guys, Justin Pipe, Dimitri Vandenberg and Ross Smith, to see if they can book their place in the final session of action. Oh, Wade is looking really good. He is hitting a lot of 180s, James Wade. Hitting loads in the Premier League. It's always been people's criticisms. They didn't score well enough to be world champion, for example. Not so sure.
Well, the 171 gave Chisnall an outside chance. Had to rely on James Wade missing a dart at double, but he can still finish this. Can't anymore.
56.
Split or hit? Split is the choice from Wade. But now he needs to hit. And he has. You see it in the changing seedings as well. I think massive credit has to be given to the likes of James Wade and indeed Adrian Lewis, who at the start of last year were having to qualify for European Tour events and now find themselves case 4th in the seedings. That is some progression.
Yes. And it's come from applying themselves, playing week in, week out on the Pro Tour, getting on the European tours, and then putting in performances like this. And James Wade has been involved in some incredible Euro Tour games over the last couple of years particularly. He was superb here last year, only beaten by Peter Wright in the semi-finals, followed that up the next tournament, only beaten by Peter Wright in the semi-finals. And it took big displays from Peter Wright in both of those instances to stop James Wade going and making the Euro Tour final again. And that was, of course, the time prior to winning the major titles later on in the year, where James Wade was striving. He really wanted to get back and claim a PDC title. The wait had been a massive, long one for him by his own ridiculously high standards.
40.
Well, put one dart in and knocked another out. Chisnall is going to take full advantage.
121.
He just got a little bit of bad luck. Can be a dodgy finish, 79, but the machine is not going to be too close.
90. Davey requires 79.
I'll probably look at the 19s. But the thing is, he hit the treble, it's an awkward double.
He's got 2 darts anyway, but
68.
if he does return, he'll only get 2 darts. And it is an if.
Double 10, lethal on double 10. But not in this instance. Nearly steals that leg for a 4-1 lead that might well have been proven a little bit too much for Chizzy to come back from. Double 4. That first start at double 4 was no help to him whatsoever. And this might be too much for Dave Chisnall, and this extraordinary unbeaten run against James Wade might be coming to an end, because Wade is looking far more likely in this one. Averaging a ton. Chizzy's still averaging 99 himself, but unfortunately for Chiz, it's one hit double out of 9 attempts.
Yeah, and that is something that you can't afford to do against the eternal opportunist that is James Wade.
100.
There you see.
100.
Wade not completely overpowered in the scoring section of the game. Chizzy has edged it, but it's the finishing where it's being won and lost at the minute.
82.
Chizzy not averse to a big comeback, and we've seen some big comebacks in this tournament.
I'm not sure I understood that last dart from Dave Chisnall, having switched with the first one to go back to that segment. And only found a 5. A bit of drift again from Dave, and the match is drifting away.
Mensur Suljovic awaits the winner in this half of the draw with the world's best player Michael van Gerwen, Grand Slam champion Gerwyn Price, and looking increasingly likely that it'll be European champion James Wade. Because Chizzy, well, stranger things have happened than people unable to hit the outer ring and then take a 164. There's another one in there, gives him a poke at the bullseye. Might it have been the shot that turned this game around?
Oh, we saw James Wade produce a 167 yesterday, but here it's as simple as successful darts at his favourite double that are taking him towards the quarter-finals.
Double 10 in 3 times by James Wade. If he scores well enough to give himself shots at any double, let alone double 10, you're expecting James Wade to pick up leg after leg after leg, and that is exactly what's happened in this game.
Well, the pattern of the match, as it has been for so many matches over the long, successful career of the machine, is that his opponent misses and he hits. But we are seeing from James Wade, as you mentioned, you recalled the match in the Premier League against Gurney, we are starting to see him dominate
51.
opponents a little bit more often as well. Often used to be, I'm not sure if accused is the right word, but described perhaps as just doing enough to win matches.
60.
Well, he's doing more than enough right now.
Yes, he is, but he's not been doing enough to win matches against Dave Chisnall for the last 2.5 years, and he's putting that to an end. It is Mensur Suljovic who awaits the winner of the next one, and he's got a very poor record against Mensur.
I'm not sure that James Wade is a man who thinks about his records. He's thinking about the ball here, and now he's thinking about the quarter-finals tonight against Mensur Suljovic. A 164 to win it in style to sit alongside the 167 yesterday. The machine is taking everybody to finishing school here in Leverkusen, and he will be hard to beat. A demolition job against Dave Chisnall. James Wade wins by 6 legs to 1.
Wir bedanken uns bei Dave Chisnall. Und wir gratulieren James Wade zum Einzug ins Viertelfinale. James, 6-1 against Dave Chisnall, that doesn't happen every day.
No, how nervous I was as well. I was quite surprised. But, you know, he missed, I think it was 3 important finishes, and luckily I hit 4 important finishes, so, you know, I'm really happy.
Ich sage 6-1 gegen Dave Chisnall, so hoch gewinnt man gegen Chizzy nicht jeden Tag. Da sagt er, ja, ich habe ein bisschen Glück gehabt, er hat natürlich ein paar Doppel verpasst, aber er ist sehr, sehr glücklich, im Viertelfinale zu stehen. Next round, it's Mensur Suljovic. You have an astonishingly poor record against him. 13 matches played, you won only 4 of them. Is it that you're struggling with his tempo a little bit?
I think I learned a lot the last Premier League I played against him.
In der nächsten Runde spielt er gegen Mensur Suljovic. Da ist seine Bilanz nicht so richtig gut. Aus 13 Partien hat er nur 4 gegen The Gentle gewinnen können. Ob das daran liegt, dass Mensur so langsam spielt. Und er sagt mit einem Augenzwinkern, ich glaube, ich habe aus der letzten Premier League Partie eine ganze Menge gelernt. James, we know you as a proud Englishman. This tournament so far has only been won by Scotsmen and Dutchmen. Is it about time an Englishman wins this one?
I don't know. I let them get on with it. I just do my thing, you know. But I mean, if proud Scottishman and proud Dutchman want to win it, and let them get on with it. I'm doing my thing, and you know, if I'm lucky enough to get that far, we'll worry about that.
Ja, ich habe ihn nochmal darauf angesprochen, dass das Turnier bisher nur von Holländern und Schotten gewonnen worden ist. Ob es nicht mal langsam Zeit wird für den Engländer. Wir kennen James Wade als stolzen Engländer. Er sagt, aber hier sind auch ganz viele stolze Menschen anderer Nationen. Und wenn ich so weit komme, dann wird das natürlich gewinnen. Wir gratulieren The Machine, James Wade.